Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to the Future, the game, episode 4, Double Vision. We haven't really seen the reason why that was called Double Vision yet. We did a nasty trick on Trixie and got her fired so she would get mad at Edna and work with me to get Edna to dump Doc. Let's continue the story from here. We also got some algae cakes that will turn Doc's teeth green when we can figure out how to get to Doc. Trixie is not happy. Let's talk to her.
Trixie?
I'll do it! I'll make that blue-nosed bitty eat her heart out!
That's great. I got it all planned out. When Emmett shows
But
up...
we gotta do it my way.
Huh?
I'm no good with improvising, and I ain't gonna memorize no lines. But I was in this play once. The Parlourmaid's Predicament. I figure I could lift a scene from that.
Okay.
Only, I need a few props.
I'm not surprised.
Some furs, a big diamond. It doesn't have to be real, understand?
That makes it easier.
And something from this friend of yours, Emmett. Has he got a photo album?
I don't know. Probably.
Better bring it to me.
Furs, a diamond, and Emmett's photo album. And then?
Sit back and watch the fur fly.
Alright.
Hi, Trix.
Oh, smacking the puss?
Well, it would be fun to watch, but it wouldn't get her to break up with my friend Emmett.
Oh, right. You got all the props I asked for? The furs and the diamond? And your friend's photo album?
Not all of them yet, but I'm working on it.
Good. I'm itching to give Miss High and Mighty an eyeful.
Hi, Trix.
Come on.
Smacking the puss?
Well,
come
not all
on.
of them yet.
Good.
All of a sudden, right-clicking works to skip dialogue. Possibly it always did. We've got to figure out how to get a ride. Let's talk to Doc. Where is the younger?
Any idea what your teenage self is doing right now?
Unless I miss my guess, he's in the garage frantically working on his latest invention and cursing because he can't quite get it to work. There!
I've got a plan.
I think I'm starting to get a plan.
Good. Tell me. No, don't! After all, it's my history we're talking about. If I learn how you're planning on altering it, my resolve may weaken.
Okay. Why can't I not just walk? We got the diamond. We need the furs. And the photo album. Can we talk to Cue Ball? Can he do anything for us?
Hey, buddy.
Oh, good. He's back.
You still cheesed off at Trixie?
Yeah, but I'm more cheesed off at whoever got her fired.
Oh,
Oh,
stay out of trouble, Cue Ball.
That's what I'm trying to do.
let's talk to this guy.
Yeah?
When does the expo
Not till
open?
tonight. Anybody without official business here, please get off the grounds!
Let's go talk to Arthur.
Hey, Artie.
Can't talk right now.
Let's talk to Edna.
Ahem.
Back again, Mr. Crockett? What can I help you with?
Well, I was thinking.
Nothing new
That's
to
all the
say
questions I
there.
got.
Very well, then. And I suppose you are...
Still looking.
What do we have in our inventory? We have a guitar, the 1986 newspaper.
Hopefully, once I finish breaking up Emmett and Edna, this paper will return to normal. It's supposed to have all of Doc's notes for building a time machine, but it's empty. If the real Doc were here, he'd probably say something like, "The timeline ripples have finally caught up with it." Hopefully, once I fix everything, it'll be full again.
Okay. So I could fill it up with names of girls, and let's see. But I'd have to convince somebody to fill it up. What am I missing? I mean, I can give the diamond right now to her. So let's do that.
Hi, Trix.
Oh, hiya, kiddo. Say, wouldn't it be easiest if I just march up to that Strickland dame and give her a smack in the puss?
Well, it would be fun to watch, but it wouldn't get her to break up with my friend Emmett.
Oh, right. You got all the props I asked for? The furs and the diamond? And your friend's photo album?
Not all of them yet, but I'm working on it.
Good. I'm itching to give Miss High and Mighty an eyeful.
Okay. I think I figured something out. What if we took this and then used it with this? No, that won't work. So I could give this to her, but that's not gonna solve anything either. I'm a little lost here.
I'm having trouble finding another set of wheels. You sure I can't?
Not till I finish running these tests. Perhaps an electric commuter train.
This is 1931, remember?
Oh, right. Well, I'm sure you'll find something.
Electric commuter train. There's nothing over here. And I think the hint here is the train of the future. Oh, a skateboard.
My future wouldn't be built so shoddily.
Hi, Miss Strickland. I was just...
Break what you like, Mr. Crockett. It's no skin off my nose. Just keep away from Emmett's booth. Speaking of whom, I better go see what's keeping him.
I'll go check on him for you. I was just heading there anyway.
No, you weren't. The last thing he needs is another distraction at the 11th hour.
But...
Tut tut. Not another word. I've got the rest of the day all mapped out.
Miss Strickland!
I'm sorry, I don't recognize you. Heavens, you shaved off your hair, but... Carl Sagan?
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
I'm not sure it would be seemly for me to be seen in the company of an alleged arsonist.
I think it may be in your best interest. You see, I know what you're up to.
Let's go somewhere where we can talk privately.
Go. I'll keep her occupied till you get back.
What did he whisper in her ear? Do I even want to know? Alright. So how do you use the skateboard? Oh, you can highlight the street all of a sudden.
Hang on, Emmett. Hope you're ready for a big breakup.
Finally!
Thanks again for your assistance, Detective Parker.
Detective? What What the hell is Kid doing here?
Nothing criminal, I assure you. I was just getting a mind map of Mr. Tannen for our exhibition at the expo. The authorities wouldn't allow Edna and I to stage a demonstration of the mental alignment meter with a violent felon, but this little baby is just as good. Okay, let's see, now what's next? Check the stew, sort the maps. Ooh, I almost forgot that.
Edna really is cracking the whip, isn't she?
Well, yes, but she's got my best interests at heart. Without her, I can get so distracted. Did she send you down here to check up on me?
Yeah, she wanted to come herself, but...
She's busy too, I know. Well, you're a poor substitute for Edna's lovely features, but make yourself at home.
Thanks.
No thanks are necessary. Without you, I'd never be where I am now. In love with the woman of my dreams, and a mere 6 hours from my first public triumph as a scientist. Wait a minute. 6 hours? Jumping Jehoshaphat, I'm running out of time!
Alright, let's screw this up as much as we can. Emmett's mind
If I'm
map.
gonna take Emmett's mind map, I better replace it with another one. The mind of a degenerate criminal.
This kid Tannen's mind map, as captured by our mind map helmet.
You could tell he's a criminal just by looking at this?
No, but when it's fed into the mental alignment meter...
Weird.
Weird nothing. It's science.
Interesting. Okay. Stack of mind maps.
What's this?
The mind map cards from the dozens of subjects I've tested during the last few weeks. I've got to get them sorted before the expo begins.
Why?
Edna's got this grand scheme to catalog all of Hill Valley citizens by their mental alignment. Isn't that cute?
Not really.
Odd-looking printer.
How does the mental alignment thing work?
Here, I'll show you.
Hey!
The test subject wears this mind mapping helmet, which probes the brain by measuring fluctuations in skin conductance and electrical resistance on the surface of the parietal lobe.
Uh-huh.
When I turn on the mind mapping helmet with this radio switch, the subject is exposed to a series of visual stimuli, intended to provoke a series of positive or negative responses, as indicated by these lights on the helmet.
Hey, is that?
As the responses are recorded, they're relayed to this special typewriter, which prints out a punch card that represents the subject's mind map.
All I see is a bunch of holes.
Well, to you, maybe. But to our mental alignment meter, this mind map is nothing less than a peek into your subconscious. Observe as I place your mind map into the MAM.
Layabout. Is that machine calling me a slacker?
No, your own physiological responses did.
Mind if I...
Go ahead.
Hooligan.
Ah, that'd be Mr. Needleman's card. I'll just put this in the stack with the other hooligans.
Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
Yeah, about 90% of Hill Valley thus far. It's a little disturbing.
Valve?
Ew.
Ugh. Did the clamp fall off again?
Yeah.
Put it back on. Oh, I don't even know why I keep that bacteria tank around. Every time the clamp falls off the nitrogen tube, it takes a couple of minutes before I can get the stench out of the air. Whew.
So, oil can?
What's this?
That's a can of used motor oil, rocket fuel waste, and assorted chemical sludge left over from my abandoned rocket car.
Gross.
Accounting doesn't enter into it, but it is disgusting. Would you mind disposing of it on your way out?
Sure.
So, we need to put that all over his suit. Let's use this can of oil in the stew pot.
Don't want to get that covered in any messy oil. Hey, Emmett, what's cooking?
That's an old Brown family recipe for Hassenpfeffer.
Hassenpfeffer?
Rabbit stew. The trick is to add the cumin an hour after the carrots. Take a whiff. Isn't that just about the best thing you've ever smelled in your life?
It's, powerful, yeah.
I've got it on a slow boil for later.
So, I think we've figured this out.
What's this?
It's the placard we'll be putting in front of our booth at the expo.
The scientist that caught Kid Tannen?
A small exaggeration, but Edna says it'll attract investors. What do you think of the picture?
It's not so good.
You look a little constipated.
What? Edna said I looked intense.
Yeah, intensely focused on taking it.
I get the picture. I'll have to find a better one. Unfortunately, there's a lot to choose from.
Heavy.
Extremely. Mother has been rather obsessive about photographically cataloging my life.
Alright, so we just need fur now. Let's take this photo album.
Hey, Emmett, I've got an idea.
What?
Why don't I take your photo album over to Edna so she can pick out your new picture?
That's a great idea. She's got a better eye for these things than I do anyway. Thanks, pal.
Don't mention it.
Let's see. Record player.
I Don't Care by Trixie Trotter?
Edna doesn't approve of that sort of music, but I find it very soothing. Oh.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care. You see, I'm sort of independent.
Let's look
It
at.
says this album has pictures of him all the way back to when he was a baby.
Let's see if we can use this for kids' mind map.
I don't think Emmett would appreciate using his childhood photos like that. Tannen's mind map. If Emmett's map looked like this, I bet Edna wouldn't think he's such a model citizen. If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I'd better replace it with another one.
Slider advance.
Nothing happened.
Well, that button advances the slides during the mind mapping test. It only works while the test is running.
Mind map test switch. Okay. So with Edna, we are neutral, so we'll...
How goes the bacteria farm?
Not so hot. The bacteria have kind of gotten out of control. I had to put a clamp on the nitrogen tube to keep the stench from flooding the lab.
Let's turn that valve.
Ew.
Oh.
That gets that down. Now we press the slide advance. John Wilkes Booth. So if we want John Wilkes Booth to be green, we'll play the music.
Ah, that's the stuff.
Okay, that just got him to the neutral. So we'll open the stew pot.
Ah, that smells much better.
So, slide advancer. So we'll turn the valve again.
Ew.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense.
And we'll turn off the record player. I can't help but think that there's something
No,
else
don't
here.
turn it off. This is my favorite part.
That's why I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care. I don't care.
Let's try the generator.
People think of me.
No!
I'm so lucky and say I am lucky, so jolly and carefree.
Got him.
I don't care.
And slide advance.
If I do get the mean and stony stare, if I'm never successful, it won't be distressful, 'cause I don't care. They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care. You see, I'm sort of independent.
Cannon.
I am my own superintendent.
I don't know who that is, but he's clearly a tannin, so I guess he's a negative figure.
So let's open the stew pot.
What people think of me. I'm happy,
Ah.
so lucky, and say I am lucky, so jolly and carefree. I
So
don't
there's another one.
I don't care.
Let's walk over here
The mean and stony
so we can hit the slide advancer.
never successful, it won't be distressful, 'cause I don't care. They say I'm crazy, got no sense.
This is taking a while.
They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care. You see, I'm sort of
Hey,
independent.
I remember that picture from Edna's apartment in 1986. It's a kid and a relative of Edna, so it's probably a positive figure.
I don't care.
Alright.
I don't care what people think of me. I'm happy-go-lucky and say I am lucky.
Ew.
Jolly and carefree. I don't care. I don't care if I
Is this building on itself, or is this just making me do it more and more?
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't
Trixie.
care. You see, I'm sort of independent. I am my own superintendent. My star is on the ascendant. That's why I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what people think of me. I'm happy-go-lucky and say I am plucky, so jolly and carefree. I don't care.
One last one.
If I do get the mean and stony stare, if I'm never successful, it won't be distressful, 'cause I
Slide advancer.
don't care. They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not.
Hey, Emmett, I think your mind map test is broken.
Oh, well, that switch just keeps shorting out on me. No time to fix it now. I'll have to take care of it at the expo.
Looks like I'm not going to be doing any more mind maps. I guess I'll test this out and hope for the best.
So, hopefully this mind map was right. I think it pretty much is. Degenerate game.
Bingo! Now Emmett's mind map is as bad as Tannen's. Now all I have to do is swap this out with Emmett's original mind map and Emmett's own machine will do him in.
Great. So we use this new mind map instead of the old one.
Okay, Emmett, get ready to meet the new you.
Hey,
What?
I almost left behind my mind map card. We're gonna show it off at the expo as a rare example of a model citizen. Edna kill me if I forgot that.
She might kill you anyway when she gets a look at that mind map. Once Emmett gets to the expo, I'll try to figure out how to get him to put his card in the mental alignment meter. But for now, I better concentrate on making Emmett a slob who cheats on his girlfriend.
Like any good friend would. Alright, so we've got the algae to make his teeth green. We'll give that to him. Maybe we'll have to put it in the Hassenpfeffer.
I don't think so.
Let's talk to him.
Hey, Emmett, got a sec?
Why, yes. In fact, I've got several.
So, you and Edna, how serious are you guys?
Well, we both enjoy a good joke every now and then, but I'd say on the whole we're fairly serious people. Why do you ask?
No. What I mean is, how serious is your relationship?
Oh, well, as a scientist, I can't state this with 100% confidence, but I'm provisionally certain that I'm head over heels in love.
Really? With Edna?
What can I say? She's my muse. In the weeks since we've been courting, she's given me so many wonderful ideas.
So he seems to fall in love with whatever he sees that one night. I'm probably gonna end up making him fall in love with his dog.
Is all this new stuff what you're showing off at the expo?
Yes, it's our mental alignment meter.
Mental alignment meter?
What about the rocket car?
You were working on some sort of rocket car.
Oh, the rocket propulsion system was far too unreliable, as that incident with Einstein proved. By the way, whatever happened to Einstein?
I wish I knew.
Anyway, I started tinkering with an alternate method of propulsion, but that was before things started heating up with Edna. Our conversations about the possibilities of applying technology to social ills pushed my research in a whole new direction.
What's a mental alignment meter?
It's the most revolutionary piece of technology since the cotton gin.
What does it do?
It reads and interprets the subconscious desires of the human mind.
Probing people's
Why would you want
minds.
to probe people's minds?
Why wouldn't you? Imagine being able to diagnose mental disorders with a flick of a switch, or detect the truthfulness of courtroom testimony merely by connecting a witness to a small portable device.
Your machine does all that?
Not yet. Frankly, right now the whole thing's just a gussied up potentiometer. But with years of refinements and a whole lot of investors, the MAM will be able to identify countless psychosis and neurosis, alcoholism, acrophobia, Oedipal complexes.
And?
And then we can set about curing them, of course.
Of course. Anyway.
Okay.
What's with the new threads?
You like them?
You look like Colonel Sanders.
Who?
Never mind.
Edna gave them to me. She says my usual clothes don't have enough zing for a public exhibition.
How are things with your dad?
How are things between you and your father? I'm kind of surprised he hasn't torn down your lab yet.
He's still angry with me and threatening to cut me out of his will, but I'm hoping that the civic potential of my mental alignment meter will win him over.
Let's go see Frankenstein. Sure, that'll
What do you say
work.
we take a break for a couple of hours and go see a movie?
A couple of hours?
Actually, it may be more like 70 minutes.
I haven't got a couple of hours. I still got all these mind maps to sort, and the MAM's wiring is still giving me fits, and...
I get it, you're busy.
Did you do this yourself?
Did you make a mind map of yourself?
Of course. Take a look.
Edna's right. You are a model citizen.
At least as far as
He
my
already
invention's
took it off
concerned.
the wall.
Confidentially, this whole enterprise is a little light on the hard science and a little heavy on the smoke and mirrors.
So
You look
we can't
busy.
talk.
Why don't we talk later?
Sure thing.
So stack of
Looks
mind
like
maps.
you got a lot of hooligans.
Yeah, about 90% of Hill Valley thus far. It's a little disturbing.
Mental alignment machine. We need fur somewhere. That's the thing we're missing.
What's this typewriter do again?
During a mental alignment test, it takes messages from the mind map helmet and turns them into punch cards. Like the one for Mr. Tannen over there.
Seems
That
complicated.
blank wall?
Actually, it was all rather easy to put together. Once Edna gave me the idea.
Sounds to me like you should be working on harder problems then.
What? Sorry, I've got to get back to work.
Let's use this on the easel.
I don't think Emmett would appreciate using his childhood photos like that.
Let's try this on the easel.
Don't want to get that...
Well, I'm out of ideas. We can't just cover them in the oil, right?
Hey, Emmett, I've got a... Whoa! Whoops.
What the heck?
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Your suit's ruined. Edna's gonna be royally PO'd.
Wrong.
What?
When Edna gave me this suit, I realized that the probability of me keeping it clean was infinitesimally remote, so I spent a few hours whipping up this.
Whoa! What was that?
A chemical compound capable of wiping the grime off any surface.
Emmett, you'll make a fortune.
Not anytime soon, I'm afraid. Due to an inherent instability in its molecular makeup, after 12 hours, the cleanser's component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-shredding enzymes, rendering it unsuitable for commercial use.
Wait a minute. Does that mean your suit's gonna dissolve in 12 hours?
Hey, gods, no. The solution dissipates into the air after it's applied. But it does mean that after this batch of cleanser ages another 11 hours and 53 minutes, it would eat away this suit faster than 1,000 starving moths. And that would be a crisis of unimaginable proportions.
Why?
Because this suit belongs to Edna's grandfather, who wore it on his wedding day. Poor guy was gunned down just a few years later.
Emmett?
Well, enough wool gathering. Back to work.
Was he gunned down by his wife? Alright.
Maybe not.
So that won't work. And
I don't want to get that covered in any messy oil. That cleanser doesn't seem very portable.
It isn't, but this is.
A perfume bottle?
Yes. No. I mean, yes, it's a perfume bottle, but inside is a concentrated dose of my all-purpose cleanser. With a little luck, this should last me through the next 12 hours before its component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-destroying enzymes.
Clever.
so now we've got this.
What the hell is that?
What?
Sorry, I thought I saw a tarantula.
Now I think we can exit.
What?
I was just thinking about the future. All that talk about Edna's grandfather made me realize something.
Please let it be something about lightning.
Life can be short, sometimes brutally so. So why not seize the day and grab your happiness while you can?
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
I was saving this for next Valentine's Day, but why should I? I know what I want.
Emmett, no.
I'm gonna ask Edna to marry me. Right now.
No!
Oh, right. I'll wait until tonight at the expo. It'll be much more romantic that way. Just think. By this time tomorrow, Edna and I will be engaged and will be the toast of the scientific community. And I owe it all to you.
You're welcome.
I keep screwing this up worse and worse.
Hey, Emmett, I've got to go out for a while.
I thought Edna sent you to make sure I wasn't getting distracted.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Doc said to tell him when the light on his diagnostic thingy went green. Nope, no green light yet.
Darn. But we have opened his second part here. Let's look at this diorama.
That volcano looks a lot like the one I did for my 7th grade science fair.
Are there buttons? No buttons. Caveman.
Furs donated by Lamont's House of Ermine. At least they're going to a good cause. They're stuck tight in this tar.
Well, if it's stuck in tar, I bet this will get rid of the tar.
It's a good thing I did this before Emmett's 12-hour time limit, where the cleanser might have dissolved the fur. Let's slip out of those furs, shall we?
And we've got some more stuff to deal with. But we've made some progress, so that's as good of a place as any to end this episode. As always, I ask that you like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media site, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.